Welcome back to DUI Projects. Today's project is a cell phone holder. I picked up a Daiso game holder that holds a cell phone so you can play a game. I'm also using a drill bit, pair of pliers, casting media. It doesn't matter what it is. A broken bag from Home Depot can be bought for cheap. I used Cementol. You could use plaster, you can use concrete, you can use whatever hardening, patching, fix-all, whatever you've got that you can mix up and will set with water. You'll need a stiff wire, epoxy, some plastic wrap, and a pinch or a punch for the mixing of the epoxy, and an adjustable wrench to use as a caliper so you can size your drill bit to your wire, and a pair of pliers so you can bend your wire. So here I am gauging my wire. Now I'm finding a drill that will go in. I'm guessing which one will be the best. And the first one I choose is the one that it is. Now this is the Daiso game holder. It fits on a cell phone to let you hold your game and hold your cell phone so it acts like a game. Here I'm drilling it. And you can see there's sort of like a waffle texture inside that I have to drill past. So I'm going through each cell to try to get the hole to go through. The foam got in the way, so I'm putting the foam aside for a moment, and then I'm continuing the drilling and get it as far up so that it's at least halfway into the game holder. I continue drilling from the other side. Sometimes when you can't get it one way, you go for it the other way. Now here's test fitting the wire, so seeing if we can get it in there. And it goes in almost all the way, so I need to re-drill it a little bit more to get it to work. Here we go. Yeah, no, that looks pretty good, actually. A little bit more drilling. Now it goes all the way up, and you can see most of the way in. Knock out the shavings. Put a piece of cardboard underneath to mix the epoxy. Now I'm picking up the epoxy to dab a few dabs. I'll quickly mix it and put it into the game holder, or rather cell phone holder. There's the other bit of hardener and resin, and I'm using the same stick I'm going to be gluing in there to mix it with. Why not? That way I don't have anything to clean. Once it's mixed thoroughly, and I start putting it into the area where I just drilled, and I'm filling it completely so that the wire is embedded in the epoxy and in that waffle cell structure that was below the foam that I just removed. I'm putting a little bit of epoxy in the end of it at the moment, and then we're poking the wire in, trying to get a good wetting of the entire cell phone holder. There it is. I'm using a punch to get the last bit of stuff, epoxy, in there. This is also helping me smooth it out at the same time. It's better to have a smooth surface for the foam to go on. Don't want it to be too rough. There we go. You got to wipe all the excess off while the epoxy is soft. It's easy to do. If you wait, it's impossible. So now is the time. The foam's going back. That looks beautiful. A little bit of a wipe, get the epoxy off the copper. Now it just needs to harden up. Oh, I better wipe my tool. I don't have epoxy sticking on it. Okay, now we're bending the wire. This is after it's hardened some. Had to wait a few minutes for it to set up. I'm cutting the wire because the wire I had was longer. I actually didn't spend a whole lot on this. I had the wire already, I had the epoxy already, and I had the Cementol already. So my cost was really just the cell phone holder. Now we're bending the wire up and around, trying to fit it into the car. I'm in the car now. Putting it in the cup holder. It's still too tall, so I'm making more of a loop. And then I try it back in the cell phone holder again. There it is. A little better, but not good enough. I have to bend it a little bit more. Bend it over. It's becoming quite short, really. Well, there we go. That's going to do it, I think. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Now with a little handy wrap, I put it in the hole. And poke it in there nice. I'm going to get my patching compound of the Cementol, cutting a cup out of a water bottle and filling it up. Then I'll throw some water in that bottle and I'll mix with a little short piece of wire that was left over. Really, any wire will do. I just had the copper wire. You could use like the fence wire that goes on the bottom of the fences, or even the same stuff that makes up the chain link might be stiff enough. You just need it stiff enough that it's not going to move around. Here I'm trying to work the edges of the mixture, and it got a little bit too fluidy, so we're adding a little bit more cement. And now it's too pasty, so we're adding a little more water, and that's kind of how it goes. Need a little more cement. We're just about there. We're going to pour it in straight into the cup holder, and we stick that in. This stuff sets in like 5-10 minutes, so I get it poured in there good, and I just have to sit there and hold it for a while. There it is, set up. I trimmed the plastic away, and this is what it looks like in the end. It's done. I had to clean all the cement that caught into the cabin, but it works great. That's my new cell phone holder. Keep me from getting a ticket. Hope you like.